Welcome back to Debate Bay. As you can see, one of the bays is not here. Unfortunately, one of the babies is not feeling well, and you already know when duty calls. So, Mama first. So we love you, Tiny. Can't wait to have you back next Tuesday. But you still got your two favorite girls in the whole wide world. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Um, the first question or debate topic of today, rather, um, it was a while ago that I heard, like, I think when I was out to eat with my mom. Yeah, it was me, Kayla, Nat. Yeah, we were all out at dinner. We chilling, and we hear this lady like discussing details about her wedding and how nice it was and how pretty, and the event was really planned out well, dresses, the whole thing, food and all that, alcohol, liquor, all that was laid. But she did state that her friend ended up getting engaged at her event. Her mom was upset about the fact that her friend did that, but she really didn't care because she was like, "Hey, I knew it was gonna happen. They asked me about it. I told them it was okay. It wasn't like it was just some big surprise, though. It's being done. Like they had the decency to at least ask me about it." So I was wondering, would you be okay with a friend getting engaged at your wedding?
No.
I knew you was gonna say that.
No, because that's like somebody's birthday. Not saying it is, but it's kind of like the same thing where it's their day. You don't celebrate. If you know it's their birthday, you don't come to your friend's birthday talking about your birthday months from now. You don't do that. Unless you really just don't care and you're not a real friend. So, yeah, no, that's not okay.
I knew you. I promise when I found it, I was like, Mama's gonna be like, no, this is
That's
today
not
is
right.
my day.
You don't do that to people.
Because when it's your day, we're gonna celebrate the fuck out of your day. But as of right now,
You
on
didn't
today,
spend no money.
Mo-
You didn't spend no money on this venue, and you have the nerve to use my venue for your proposal. That's lazy. That's lazy. No, that's lazy. When men do that, y'all really trying to like use whatever was being given for that moment by whoever threw the party. You trying to use their vibe for yours. That's
so
not
you
okay.
trying to cap off the party?
Exactly. That's not okay.
can't-
That's not okay.
I said I wouldn't mind as long as they asked me beforehand, like they let me know they was gonna do it. Like if it was just like at the we just at the end of it and you just
No, don't even ask me.
because even then they're selfish.
It's your wedding.
Right.
That's your venue.
Period.
That's your alcohol. They've been
I
drinking
can't.
to work up the courage to get on one knee. No, absolutely not.
Milan.
No, that's lazy and it's not well thought out.
So,
And
so they can do it the next day.
I'm just because you going off the vibe. Yes, weddings are when you go to a wedding you be all love. No, I'm
Somebody
sorry, no.
remove her. Oh my God. You're not feeling it?
That's not okay.
It's not okay.
A proposal is supposed to be well thought out. It's supposed to be a special moment.
It is.
Between, more than anything, between y'all two.
But what if they be like, yeah, you and Milan was the inspiration to us, bro? Like,
Thank you. I'm glad you came to our wedding and was inspired. In the following weekend, the following month, you decided to plan out a special proposal like how me and my husband planned out this special day for us. I would expect you to do the same for you and your future spouse because that's what it's about. That's what it's about. And if that right there, you're starting your marriage off the wrong way.
So, babe, when Milan get married, we have to stage a proposal. We gotta
Security.
we gotta do it.
But you said they were VIP. Take it back. Take it back. Give me their passes. They gotta go.
Let me get them drink tickets out here. Thank you. Because you don't want to follow directions.
Yes.
You got to do it, babe. We got to have a little mariachi band and everything.
Please don't.
We're going to do it up. I'm going to have a glitter bomb and all types of shit. Just because I know you disapprove of that so much.
Okay.
You'll put me out for real.
put out my own mother.
Oh
If
no, girl, you
happens
ain't putting Kiana out.
I will. That's how serious I am. That's
You're
my
not
thing.
putting
No,
Kiana
if
out.
you do something where it's like, oh no, you gotta go. Get her. You gotta go. Cause no, what is you? Why you acting like that?
They gonna end up looking like them. You let that girl beat your ass like that. I tried to escort Miss Cornball. She punched me in the nose. My ear is bleeding. That girl whooped his ass. Ooh, child, no. You might put me out, but you ain't put
If Kiana decides she,
no, don't do
it could literally be anybody. It could be. That's what I'm saying. It could be anybody. If my own husband decide he want to trip out at the wedding, you gotta go.
So who you gonna marry?
I mean, not that part. Okay, we gonna get through the ceremony, but then at the after party, whatever. No, if you cutting up, you gotta go. Come on, let's get through this. But then no, where the groom at? Oh, he drunk too much. He's laying down. He was feeling a little lightheaded. You want to dance?
Oh my God!
What? You can't let people ruin your day.
That's his day too.
Not if you acting crazy. I'm talking about
So
like
now you got your day took.
Petty, you trying to argue or you too drunk and it's just like, no, you're not anything to ruin the mood. No, it's like you gotta go.
I can't say I disagree with that.
Exactly, because why? You spending all this money, you put all this thought in this time, like the day is supposed to go how you want it to go. And if anything tries to remove it
Immediately.
It's that simple.
Okay, so now when this fairy tale day comes with the wings and all this, when we go to Milan stuff, if you break out with a proposal and I'm working security, I'm like the security that got that boy off stage when he walked up on little baby. You're getting folded up. I don't care about your chiffon. It's happening. So Milan said no. Say that shit on the car ride over. Not even at the reception.
You gotta think about it like this.
Not even at the reception, bro.
No, I'm talking about at the any part of that day. That entire day is off limits.
Okay, what?
Like, you can propose when y'all get back to y'all house that night, or you can propose before you come to the wedding. Okay, cool. But that entire day is off limits. It's off limits. That's not okay.
Okay, so it's midnight.
If the party's still going, until the party over. Until you have,
I cannot.
until y'all have thrown the rice on me and whoever as we walking out to the car in the just married car. No, absolutely not.
That's okay. So you got the rice on you, and you wear the rice into the reception, and then after the reception party, then y'all supposed to go. That's supposed to be y'all hoorah off to the honeymoon.
That's what I'm saying. After that,
so y'all at the airport, y'all got the jumpsuits on, Mr. and Mrs.
Even
if somebody break out at the airport, that's a problem.
At the airport, that's fine. That's public. I don't own that. That's not my venue. That's not my space. I didn't pay for this. That's your
okay.
Money. But the venue, the restroom, the bathroom, outside, the garden, anything on the property is off limits.
Hey,
it could be in the parking lot.
Somebody in this bathroom proposing. I can feel it.
Absolutely. What the fuck? Absolutely not.
Oh. Garage, I'm sorry. Girl.
No, not even in the parking garage. Like, no. Because then you're going to come in on that. Oh, he just... Wow. No. No. That is not okay. Y'all, we're not here to celebrate y'all love. Good for you, but we're not here to
Not good.
We're not here
That's
to
going on the shirt. Good for you. Oh, God.
But that's not, no.
Black love.
That's what marriage is. Going to a wedding is about. You're celebrating, you know, the husband's and wife's love, this special moment between
right.
Like it's about them.
Yeah.
It's about them.
What
and
about
we're sharing
love
that with
in
them.
general, though?
But it's not called Come to Love in General's wedding.
Hey, I'm about to go.
On the invitation, it says we would love for you to join us in celebration of Keisha and Kente. You know, it's It's never, you know, the other way around. Just saying.
Oh God.
Because I didn't want to say Kimbe, but then I was thinking of like Avante. So just went together.
My heart right now.
Where's the line?
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, listen, I didn't want to put this out because what happened in the house, stay in the house. But when Milan doesn't get a nap.
I took a nap today, though.
I'm scared. How long was it?
It was very long.
Are you sure? I need to see footage because it's giving unnapped Milan, and unnapped Milan is a.
Oh my gosh!
When you pour water on Gizmo, them green things. Oh, it's deep, but okay. So
now you trying to act all like, but it's like at the end of the day, when it's your wedding, trust me, you're not gonna want nobody to get in the way.
You have never seen a bitch get an uppercut so fast.
I'm sure.
Right by the strawberries. I mean, no. I said if they let me know beforehand. I guess it just depends on how I feel.
I come to your birthday in February, and I'm talking about, yeah, I come to your party in December. You know, we going to wherever. So if y'all want to come, y'all just blah blah blah. And yeah, I come to your party doing making plans, making my future birthday plans at your birthday. Are you not gonna feel some type of way? Cause now the attention's not off you. It's on. Oh, well, what flights we gotta get and where we gotta go and da 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 da. But it's your birthday. How would that make you feel?
If it was you.
Yeah, because people you invite to your wedding are, you know, close people to you. And so, yeah, if I came to your party doing that. And we share mutual friends. So, okay, they're all there. We all in one space. And it's your birthday. We at your birthday dinner or we on your birthday trip. We on your birthday trip. You pay for us to be in this nice villa for the weekend and this, that, and the third. And I'm there trying to make future plans to go somewhere else all the way in December. When you trying to take shots. Because we about to get on the boat.
Do not propose at Milan wedding. Don't fucking do it.
But how would that make you feel?
I don't know. But I feel like that all goes back to stuff. It's deeply rooted.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know. But I see what you're saying, though. Like, let's just, if this is the day that I circled,
give people that. That's just being respectable. Yeah. It's not even about being mean or a bridezilla or extra.
Like, you never seen them, they, like, throw the bouquet behind them and they act like they're about to throw it, but then they turn around and take it directly to the girl.
I've never seen that. I've seen probably maybe one or two wedding proposals, like, off of Twitter, like, scrolling on my timeline, but I've never seen, like, a proposal at a wedding before, like, for real, like a full video or.
Because, I mean, when you think about the hindsight now, like, now your anniversary is the day that them two got together, like, y'all be sharing. It's weird. Like, you can never really focus on that moment. Like, that moment was for me. Because all you're going to remember is it happened at such and such wedding.
Right.
I get it. I see it.
Yeah. Plan. Moral of the story is, plan your proposal the right way.
Just not on my D.
Exactly.
Period. I'm sad she's not here to comment on this.
What would Tiny say? I don't know. I feel like Tiny would say yeah or no. I don't know.
I don't know.
But then I feel like she'll be like, no, that's my day.
Period, girl. No.
I feel like Tiny might be worse than me.
Hell no. Fuck that. No.
She might be worse than me.
Because this is my day. Like, no. Absolutely not. No. This is about me. You're crazy. The second one, because she was like, we was talking about Kelly Price.
Why don't you call her and ask her? Because look, I'm over here like, what would that do? Let's call her.
We finna have a debate bay first. Because we need to know.
Hopefully she answers.
If she answers, she probably knocked out. She said she been running around all day. Let's see.
Hello.
Hi, beautiful.
Hey,
We are calling you live because we just had a question that we needed to know what your input would be. Now, before I tell you what it is, Milan has already stated that you're going to agree with her. And I'm not going to tell you what she said, but she already like, nah, Tiny's not going for it. Would you be okay with a friend getting engaged at your wedding?
would I be okay with a friend getting engaged at my wedding?
Yeah.
Ain't that the same thing as me throwing the bouquet at her?
No.
Why? Because the person who catches the bouquet is basically the next to get married.
And
Right?
see, that's why I was saying, like, normally the ones I seen, instead of them like throwing it into the crowd for the person
They
to
give
catch
it
it,
to
they
them
just
so
turn
they can
around and
get
give it to
married. Yeah.
them. It's sweet.
Yeah.
Some Milan is looking like you bitches is nice.
I mean, maybe. I mean, but really though,
Okay,
like
okay,
I don't
let's
know why
take the
Milan thought
bouquet
that. I've
off the
already
table.
been married,
Ah,
so
Milan said, "Let's take the bouquet off the table."
Cause
I'm
that's
just saying
playing.
though, like I've already been married, so somebody else getting engaged at my wedding, I wouldn't give a damn. You on wedding number one, I'm on wedding number two. Hell, good luck to you.
Oh my god.
See, I told you she worse than me.
I cannot. I can't.
I'm just saying, hey.
I said it, sometimes it can be romantic, but Milan is like, no. This date
Tiny,
today.
at your first wedding, Tiny.
I mean, but some women are bridezillas. Like
But
some women
but
are
look, she said
bridezillas.
at your very first wedding, like the very first wedding.
Even if it was, some women are just bridezillas. Period. Even if it's their first wedding, they wouldn't mind it because they just. I mean, it's a wedding. You feel me? But I mean, some women are
It's about
bridezillas where
love.
all of it's
Milan
all
is
about
Milan is gonna be a bridezilla.
yeah.
So
Milan,
please,
I just couldn't be a bridezilla because shit, I just couldn't be. I mean, of course, I mean the wedding day is about me, but I'm just not that. I don't know. At my own birthday parties, I'm pouring other people's shots, so I don't know.
That's different. It's your birthday. You supposed to do that. Now, Tiny.
It's supposed to be
Now, Tiny.
everybody's. That's how I know you don't drink because everybody's supposed to be pouring me shots and making me drinks on my birthday. It's supposed to be about me completely. I shouldn't have to buy no liquor. I shouldn't have to do nothing on my birthday, but I do. Like that's just.
oh.
I want everybody to enjoy themselves.
Exactly like a wedding.
Yeah, everybody enjoys themselves at the wedding. That's why I let my friend get engaged. She enjoying herself too.
Milan said you gonna wear the right color and you gonna shut up.
That's right, and you gonna wear your hair how I want you to wear it.
Period.
But I'm not saying shit.
Okay.
Even my pictures looking ugly.
Period, girl. Jail that shit down. We got stuff to do today.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question that we have: do celebs owe fans or the public explanations for their actions? And the reason why I really was calling this because remember the last time we were having a conversation about Kelly Price and you was like, that lady almost died. It's really fuck y'all.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you feel like they owe us explanations for their actions? Like,
Depending on what the action is.
that was my answer.
Yeah, Bill Cosby definitely owed me a whole fucking movie because I wanted to be on the Jello commercial with him, so he owed me.
Oh shit.
Bill Cosby the fuck owes me. All he said was he did it, and that was it. He didn't get no explanation why he did that shit, and I wanted to be on Kids Say the Darndest Thing with his ass. He owes me an explanation. Now, as far as I just feel like it depends on who it is. You feel me? Because when we thought Beyonce was pregnant, we just thought she was pregnant, but we never made her give us an explanation as to why she never told us she was pregnant either time. You get what I'm saying? We just never made her do that.
But I feel like we didn't make her do that because we knew Beyonce is not. First of all, she is a vault. You're not getting shit, right? So we already knew not to pry, and when it was time, then we would know. I feel like it's certain situations.
I think it just makes it kind of personal because we expect for explanations, just like when Nini Leakes wasn't totally polite to the patrons right before Greg's passing. You know,
she did not have to. I feel like she didn't have to explain herself about that, bitch. If you felt some type of way, I'm sorry.
People felt like she should have.
Right.
People felt like she should have because they came to support her business just to see her. They had no regard for her as of her regular life. So
right.
It just depends because depending on who it is, we expect for an explanation. Depending on who it is, we don't care for the explanation. So I think that's based off of their audience. I think people are very biased with shit like that.
I agree with that. I also feel like it depends on what exactly it is. Like if
what is that? Like what exactly happened? Like
if it's some drunk fun shit, you and your friends did whatever, it didn't cause nobody harm, no nothing, and the tabloids just talking shit, let them talk shit. But if it caused
Chris Brown, that's the interview after he beat Rihanna ass.
But that's a big thing. No, that's a big thing. That's something, because at the end of the day, you're not necessarily just addressing what you did. You're saving your fucking self at that point, because people have already made up in their minds who the hell they want you to be. So at that point, no, this is what the situation is. This, that, and the third. That's why I said it really depends on what it is, because certain stuff I'm not talking. I don't got to tell y'all why the fuck I'm doing what I'm doing. Yeah, that ain't y'all fucking business.
And I think, and then it's.
But if the world think you is missing, you girl, that's all I was saying. Like, damn, you just watching us eating Thin Mints and shit.
Yeah, she could have hooted a holiday to play. I just know my mental space. I wouldn't.
And like I said, I get that too. Like, that's the last of my thought, is to get on the motherfucking Instagram and talk to y'all if I die.
Especially if me and my sister are beefing and I know she's not.
Girl, that's so messy though.
Like, I wouldn't. And then I think in that situation, she's so used to her sister doing bullshit, it just was like no entertainment.
Right.
I don't think she fully thought about the fans and how much people really fuck.
It's only like what the fuck to us, because we don't know her sister like that, or what the fuck she be doing. So it's new to us. It's old to her.
Yeah. So and so like we don't, Kelly fucking Price, but I think that's probably a part of it too, because I don't know, she just put it like, my sister still doing too goddamn much. I ain't got time for this bullshit. Right. Like, here she go. But I do agree, everybody was worried, but
just like another example, when Summer Walker went live and was doing all this stuff, the very first live she did, when I was like, she should have just, there's some shit you don't have to address. Baby daddy, baby mama drama. You do not have to address that shit. You don't have to start that shit.
I love Summer. I agree with you.
Right, because you don't have to do that. Because it takes away from you as an artist. Now you a baby mama. Now you London on the track baby mama, when you supposed to be Summer Walker, the artist, the experience, the voice, the this, that, and the third. Like, we're supposed to be anticipating your album, not what you and Ebony gonna do next.
And listen, I was listening to a lot of people, Sean Garrett, I guess he helped produce her album. And during the listening, a lot of people said that this is her best album yet.
Girl.
Because this one has nothing to do with London on the track. So we gonna see if still over it when it
look, I'm getting chills. I can't wait, girl. I'ma hurt, baby. I'ma be crying and shit. Look, Kimbe, I'm telling you now. Girl, I'm looking at Kimbe. I'm telling you now. This is not personal. But you gonna have to be a fuck nigga on 11.5. I'm just putting it out there. He is a great man.
We all gonna be ready to cry.
That bitch. We toxic in November.
Like, literally.
Don't call my fucking phone. No. Girl, I cannot wait, girl. Woo, Jesus.
I can't wait to see how it is, because this album has nothing to do with London.
I want to get started early. What
so
you done?
I want to see how it is. And they said it was a special feature on it, so I wonder who she got featuring on.
Girl, that's why I'm like, ooh. Because JT is in the damn commercial and shit.
Don't that song come out Friday?
I don't
know. Or something? She gonna have to drop a single song.
She have to give us some, honey. Ooh, girl, look, Milan talking about leave that man alone. Girl, I'm over here eyeballing Kimbe. I know you did something. You ain't shit. I'm gonna have to think of something, honey.
I cannot.
Summer Walker had your whole third eye open.
Girl, look. I knew when you did what you did, you was doing something. Like, bitch, I was taking the trash out. It's a bitch out there.
Wait to hear it. But yeah, I did agree with you on that Summer Walker business. The second live she did was funny as hell though, but the first one it was
I gave him back. I was dying. That was funny. That was entertaining as hell. But yeah, certain shit, let them motherfuckers think what they gonna think. It's just like high school. You let motherfuckers think what they gonna think.
But that's why I brought up Beyonce, because she lets people think what they want to think. She
ain't clearing up shit. That's why I was really interested that she addressed the elevator situation in the Flawless remix. But even then, she gave you just enough, and it wasn't shit.
Yeah.
Of course, some shit go down when it's a bit.
When it's $1 billion on the elevator,
baby, a tax bracket you don't understand. Argument got commas in it. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Mind your girl.
Comments.
She said, "Y'all be at the Ramada Inn."
Oh my gosh.
Not me though, baby. Okay. Our last one. So last night we was watching Love and Hip Hop, and is her name Sheila?
I'm not sure.
How do you pronounce it? We saw her Ace Hood wife. You fine as hell though.
Oh,
but
okay.
I think it is.
Okay, so let me say one thing though. The episode before last night, I felt like she was nitpicking. It's almost, but I do like the way that they handle their business. When the lady asked the wife, "Is he upset?" She was like, "I have no idea. This is your husband. You know when he's upset." And
but I'm not about to get y'all what y'all looking for, girl.
When was asked what was going on, all he kept saying was, "My wife's head is in a different space right now." He never explained exactly what they were talking about. So I do respect that.
And he didn't go off into bitch, and fuck her, and she just want none of that. Because, girl, Bill and Sukiana ass need to just be separated at this point. They don't need it, girl. Let's let it go. But she ended up saying that she was on a drive, and she said she just kept damn driving and went on a trip by herself. So I was wondering, would you go on a trip without telling your mate? Is it like a bad thing if you was like to I needed a mental, like even with Maddie. Maddie dropped the baby off at the girl about to say gas station.
I have a couple of married friends and a couple of people who are in relationships, but it reminded me of a post that I saw on Facebook. And this lady, like once a month, she gets a hotel room and she gets away from her husband and her kids. And just for her own mental space, and her husband is okay with it because it's a marriage, so he trusts her for one, and for two, sometimes we do need that mental space because men, especially in marriages, they have their football nights, they have all of this stuff, and it's very rare when women in marriages get to do it. And she expressed how much of his business she took part in as well. And so sometimes it is okay for a mental break. Now, is it okay for you just to run off on your husband and not tell him? I don't agree with that. But for her to just need to drive and get away, I do agree with it because sometimes we do need it. Like, it's truly needed.
And I feel like the reason why she did it without saying it is because she kept expressing how he wasn't hearing or understanding what she was saying anyway. I'm telling you where I'm coming from. I'm telling you what I need. I'm expressing myself, and you literally just like, fuck it. And then on top of the fact that it had something to do with his mom. And I feel like that's a really touchy subject for him anyway, because I feel like their relationship is what their mama made it to be. She's very overbearing.
Yeah, but you know what strikes me though is that she never gets to see him put his mom in her place.
Right.
And I don't think and because she doesn't know he's putting her mom
she don't think he doing it.
She don't think he's doing it, and she doesn't feel hurt at all. Now, once she goes back and she watches the show and realizes how much he puts her in her place, even though she keeps doing the things that he doesn't agree with. And this is, I feel like the show is the only reason why he's touching bases with her, because he's trying to make her understand, Mom, this is why I cut you off when I cut you off.
Right.
I'm trying to bring you back in, but I have to teach you how me and my wife operate because this is my family. And so she doesn't see it because he's not going off on her at the Mother's Day brunch. He's not going off on her at the family event. He's pulling mama to the side, and he's going to mama's house, and he's talking to her one-on-one. And I like the way that Ace Hood, I can't lie. He probably doesn't understand fully, only because he feels as though he's doing his part. She just doesn't see it. And he doesn't feel like he needs to explain to his wife, like, I snapped on mama, or I chopped my mama off, because he would never go to his mom and say, well, I chopped my wife off. I think that's kind of what she's expecting. And he's not going to give that to her because I think he's just a respectable man. Like, he just doesn't maneuver that way. And so, of course, based off that understanding, I do understand why she did it. But for you to know the type of person that your husband is, he don't do no checking unless this grown man disrespecting his wife. Mm-hmm. A mother is a very sensitive situation.
It's touchy,
and your
honey.
wife is even more sensitive.
It's touchy.
Yeah, all of it is, the mother and the wife situation is very touchy. Trust me.
But I also have to, like, you as a mom, you have to know when your time of hovering, and you have to know when that time
when your
is.
rain is up,
Girl.
You
And
already
it's
went
and
to
it
your
ain't.
own
And I feel
kingdom.
like that's the way she explained it. Like, oh, I'm gonna lose my spot in the kingdom, blah blah blah. And it's just like it's not that.
Yeah.
You gonna always be his mama, bitch. I can never be that. But
Yeah.
in the terms of his wife or having somebody to share a life with, a spouse, have kids, build a family, you should not want to be in that position or mimic anything of that. That's weird, sis.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But I think
Like-
that his wife, she
She has been through a lot of trauma, and she said it in one of the clips where she did not hide that from him. She was very open. She was very transparent about it. She let him know that I'm dealing with some shit. So now that she dealing with some shit in front of you and she's going through it and she needs you and she telling you that you're not really there, what I've learned in just listening to you guys and being in the relationship I am with Kemme, like I said, this is new, us expressing and doing different shit. You do not get to tell people when you hurt them. You do not get to tell people, oh, I did it, because it's not you who feeling it. I am. So you don't get to tell me what bothers me and what don't bother me. Now, what you can say is, I didn't understand how. I'm sorry that it did. That wasn't my intention. You can make it clear that you didn't. I mean, that's not your end goal of it all. But you don't get to tell me that you didn't hurt me. And I don't feel like he's listening to her. And she's saying it over and over again. Like, the girl woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and had a panic attack. And she was like, he just rolled over and went back to sleep.
Yeah. But it's almost as though it's always something constant. It's like the way he responds to her is almost like it's always something. It's not just because of now. You've been married to him for some time. You've helped him juggle his children for some time, and all of a sudden you're breaking. That doesn't seem right. This has had to been an overbearing experience for you for some time. You get what I'm saying?
But think about how long Blondie probably been giving this girl absolute hell. And it doesn't seem like she's the type that, oh, I don't care for you, so I'm gonna just find my way to keep us apart and keep it civil. She seems like the type to go out of her way to let you know that she don't like you and to try to make you uncomfortable, because that's what she was doing at the brunch. And you got mad that the young lady walked away. Right. Why would I acknowledge you if I know you're trying to be toxic? If I know you're trying to start shit.
Matter. You still walked into my home and you feel like I should address you. That's the problem from off jump.
Period.
You don't come into no one's house and not speak. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? I don't give a fuck if this your son's house or not. I'm his wife. This is my home.
Period.
This is my home.
That's what I'm saying. You go out of your way to be a problem, and I can't.
Yeah.
So to keep from me cussing his mom out in front of all the people here eating fruit, I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah.
Be grateful.
I just feel like, you know, that I mean, I feel like it's just been a consistent of emotional things going on between them, and he's just like, where the fuck did this come from? He don't even know how to respond because he doesn't like confrontation. And then it's like, why did you wait?
Because last night he got a phone call full of hollering, child.
See,
I mean, they was like, going off, honey.
It's just like, where did it come from? We had all this opportunity to get it together, and now you just, I don't even know how to take it. It's almost like when, for instance, I love to throw this up when I get mad at my mate or something, and when you get mad at your mate or whatever, and they say you've allowed them to do so much, and you say, well, I'm not dealing with this, and I don't want to do that, and they be like, why not? You've been dealing with it all this time. Now all of a sudden it's a fucking problem. You can't be so mad, but you can also be mad. You get what I'm saying? But you can't be so mad.
Because I mean, it's the truth, but it's like you don't know why I'm putting up with this shit. You don't know why I dig my heels in and take you being extra as fuck to me. You don't know why I'm doing that. You don't understand.
See, men, if a man don't want to deal with it, he not.
Period.
It's not no.
It's certain women like that too, though.
Yeah, it's some women like that too, but mostly men. Men have a way of not dealing with what they don't want to deal with at all. If it's a woman and a trait in a woman that he don't want to do, he only dealing with it but for so long before he get to checking shit. Mm-hmm. And that's just real. He's not going to deal with it but for so much long. Now, he might repeat it over and over until you get it, but if he's tired of it and you're not getting it, he's going to leave. Period. Men are less tolerant than women. So we can't just sit here and expect for a man to just be like, well, you've been dealing with it for this long. Well, I understand that you only dealt with it because of this. He's going to say no, because if I didn't want to deal with it, I just wouldn't deal with it. Because that's how men think. They won't deal with it. So for them, it's not that hard. But for women, we have the soul ties thing and the emotional thing. Like it's always something. It's always something, kids or anything that ties us to a man that we just can't let go. A man, either his heart in it or it ain't. He ain't straddling the fence.
That's why when you first meet them, regardless of whether they doing right or not, you punch them in the head.
Yeah.
So you can always feel that little piece of right there. Put that knuckle out. Yeah. Draw that lump up. Period. Okay. So, period. So, number 1, do not get married at Milan wedding. You will get shot. Number 2, celebrities, only certain things. We don't need you to go into detail about, why you had pills in the car. That's on you. You was having a good time. You and your friends was partying. Look, it's no big deal. Enjoy yourself. Don't go on a trip without telling your mate. At least send them a little text or something. I'm sending emojis. I'm gonna send some sand and a heart.
Just say I need a mental break.
You're getting sand and a heart. Pick the graph.
Sand, a wave, and a heart.
Period. Sand, wave, heart. I might send you a bikini. That's it. Other than that, follow me on IG. You'll see everything you need to see on my stories. Anyway, but that goes into our viewer question. Our viewer question was, do you feel like this generation is moving towards marriage, or are we just out here playing with each other?
I don't think this generation is moving towards marriage. These people that I see getting married on Instagram, they have been together forever. They graduated college together or some shit like that.
So it's longevity.
Like or is these people who have built a business together and know they'll be in a stable relationship. Now, and that's like monetary wise, but they still have a good relationship.
So so y'all saying the date to marry game is dead. At this point, you have had to be in it.
These people got money on their mind right now. These folks ain't trying to get married.
It's a mixture.
You said it's a mixture?
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of weddings.
They're not trying to get married.
We have.
To say we've been in a pandemic, we've seen a lot of weddings.
We have seen a lot of unions. We have.
So it's just...
That's because these people ain't had no choice but to sit in the house and act like they like each other for this long.
Shit.
You sit down with your mate all motherfucking day, hell yeah, you gonna find something about it.
But wouldn't that cause you to not? Like, you be like, nah, I'm not doing this shit.
But
we've been here 28 days, 27 of them ain't like your ass.
Episodes. We talked about that during one of our stereo episodes when we watched Malcolm and Marie. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, think about the pandemic. Think about how many people aren't no more. After the pandemic, it was a lot of people who weren't no more. Mm-hmm. You get me? Or a lot of people that ended up going their separate ways.
So you saying if they was able to stick it out, then at this point,
if they was able to stick it out, at this point, if we can survive through a pandemic, we can go the long haul, because we literally were in the house working from home together for literally a whole year and a half.
Right.
Every day, like not going nowhere, not getting.
I feel like it's a possibility, but it just depends, and it ain't just these niggas; it's these women's too.
Yeah.
I feel like it just depends. I feel like the way that things are going, the dating game, of course, it needs to be cleaned, of course, because all this.
I think now people are so invested in themselves, starting businesses and doing stuff for themselves, that right now I don't even think that the dating thing is really a deal for them. It's like they're more so focused on their own come up, that if you ain't trying to come up with them or help them come up,
but I was finna say, but that's the thing. There is nothing like having a goal to achieve and having a mate behind you. Like, it was different when I was just talking shit, going live, and me and Kim went together. I was just, going on Facebook saying, doing whatever. Oh, you need a podcast, so you need a show. But when you have somebody behind you that, okay, well, I know what lights to use, I know what cameras to get, I know what we need, what mics. When you have somebody who was able to pour in you and be behind you, that's the same
combination of a marriage, though, dog. That's the same combination of a marriage.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what we're trying to move to. When you meet somebody, when you have somebody beside you or behind you, at that point, y'all with each other, both of y'all got each other back. You pouring into him, he pouring into you. That is what creates a marriage. But if I'm going in and I'm just worried about me and my business popping off and I don't got time for a nigga right now, like that, I feel like that's the shit that Kevin Samuels was talking about. Like, you want to wait until you done got 52 fucking years old and, got all your little awards for your lipsticks, and now you want to try to meet some damn body. And it's not that. Because you rushing shit. Because you haven't had the time to let it grow or, muster into actual love. It's just at this point we get it done because it's time to get it done.
Yeah.
So I feel like it could happen, but it depends on the people, of course, like within the situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
But these young ones, they ain't making it look too pretty though. I ain't lying.
I mean, but at the end of the day, though, I just had a conversation with my sister because she was in a situation that I just didn't agree with, and I told her, I married right out of high school, and then after my marriage, I went into a serious relationship, and then I stayed. That's my whole 20s being taken up. Your 20s are to be enjoyed.
Period.
We look at our older people, and they were married at 22, 25, 26. They were married in their 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but these people are the people who really believed in love. They believed in chivalry. They believed in a lot of things that we still believe in now, but it's not implemented as much as it was back then.
Mm-hmm.
And so my thing to her was, you don't want to trap yourself down into a serious relationship right now when you need to be traveling somewhere. Go travel. You know what I'm saying? Go on trips. Do little shit and live your best life. You don't want to date someone older and then be stuck sitting in the house. You don't want to confine yourself to a serious relationship right now, and this person doesn't like certain things, and now you can't be the best you because.
But does that mean But does that mean that you can't find a soulmate when you're young?
No, it doesn't mean that. But why do you have to sit still though?
But that's what I'm saying. When you meet somebody who really loves you and cares about you, they wouldn't confine you though.
They wouldn't, but what kind of young person understands that?
True.
You get what I'm saying now? I get that. I understand that. But that is a conversation for a 30-year-old man who has lived his life and understand that everybody needs to just get out and live. This conversation that I'm having is with a 20-year-old straight out of school.
Yeah.
You get me? You haven't even enjoyed life. You haven't
But
experienced.
you also have to remember, like, when you're at that age, you know every fucking thing. Remember?
Right.
You know every fucking
thing. Where I'm
thing.
guiding her to is, you need to be all this time. I've been maneuvering your life into the direction that it needs to go. Right now, what I'm teaching you is to control your own life where it needs to go.
Right.
You don't have time to be to implement yourself in something when you also have to listen to what someone else is saying because you care for them and you want to be considerate to their feelings. This is your selfish time. This is your time to find yourself and find out what actually makes you happy. This is the time for you to fuck up and say, I won't do this no more. This is not the time for you to lock yourself down and be looking for monogamy when you haven't even chosen monogamy for yourself. You get what I'm saying? You have to, and I explained it to her because even with me, I had a kid young. Automatically, I chose monogamy with someone else versus monogamy for myself.
Yeah.
Because if I had chose commitment to myself, I would have never played myself and had no child my senior year of high school. Right. I would have lived it up. I would have never played myself and had gotten married at the age of 20. I would have lived it up. I didn't choose monogamy just for myself. I chose monogamy for a family that I was building at the age of 20. When really at the age of 20, I should have been drunk in somebody else's dorm room.
Right.
Hell. These are things that we miss out on when we try to sit down and settle with someone.
I get it. You're supposed, I think it was a video that Judge Tola put out. She was like, your 20s are for canceling dudes for the simplest fucking things. Like, it's your time to live, your time to be. So, I get it. I totally understand. Yeah. Well, we got through our rundown, didn't we? All three babes checked in, regardless of. We told them that you was in mommy mode, so you can't see her on camera, but the opinion was still here. Period. We love y'all.
For the kids, they running me into a brick wall.
We are.
And
I hope everybody feels better.
Because everybody else don't know how to keep their dirty kids away.
Okay. All right. Bye, Tiny.
Bye. Pray for the dirty kids.
Bye, Tiny.
All right.
Oh, as anyways and always, we love y'all. We out. I cannot.